custodial items. We're kind of crammed back off into the right there. I think Lech has got the camera pointed. You can see some of Art's electronics that he has mounted right up against the electrical panel. Probably not per code, but that's the best we could do here. Up above are some punch blocks. And what you probably can't see is back in this cubby hole as Lech kind of sneaks up on this and shines back in there. We've crammed all our wires back in this 1.5 foot wide location. We have a couple phone systems mounted on this back wall over here. And there's actually punch blocks on this back wall. Not a lot we can do in here. The vertical riser pathways are shot. There's no way to get additional cabling up and down. Bring a new cabling into this, what do you do with it? I mean, it's tough to make any room to properly terminate it, place new electronics, or do anything additional. Okay, we're now in the Health Sciences Complex. We moved down a wing from J-Wing. We're now in the I-Wing up on the 5th floor. This is a good example of the closet space that was allotted to us in the different floors in the I-Wing. As you can see, there's not a lot of service in here anymore. Requirements were such that we had to ask for new closets on this floor. This is what we used to have. As you can see, there's not a lot of room to work with. After this shot, we'll head down and show you what was built and how we're providing service now. Still on the I-Wing on the 5th floor, just down the hall, we had to have some new closets built to provide the service for the clients up here. You're looking at some new vertical conduits that extend the thick coax backbone up here for Art's data riser. We have 3 of them up here. There's some data electronics mounted up above. As you can tell, there's a fair amount of room in here. When Lech gets the chance, he'll back up out of here and show you a little bit bigger shot. Still in the same closet, 5th floor I-Wing, and you're looking at some of our punch blocks there that terminates the voice riser cable and some voice and data station cabling. Again, this is just down the hall from our old closet. We obviously have enough space, and this was done on 3 of the floors in the I-Wing complex for us. Okay, we're now in the Health Sciences Complex. We're in the F-Wing up on the 5th floor, and again, a good example of how we share closet space with the electrical panels. Our dedicated space is pretty much maxed out. We have a couple riser sleeves at the bottom. For the most part, they're fairly packed. Art has room for a couple more electronics. Other than that, as you can tell, the board is maxed out. The specific problem we're having is if they remodel some rooms in this wing and expect to have Category 5 cabling installed, as you can tell by looking at the punch block space, it's totally full. There's no place to put a 110 block to properly terminate Category 5 cable. What we would have to do in this situation is rip this whole closet apart and re-terminate all the existing cable in here to try to gain a little bit of place to put the proper termination blocks. We're still in the Health Sciences Complex. We're in the AA wing now, up on the 5th floor. This is the closet for this area. Again, typical for much of the health sciences, shared electrical and communications. This closet's a good example of where we can basically do nothing. There is no vertical pathway per se. I'm not sure how we got this thick coax snaked up this far. As you can see off to the right there is no room for equipment or additional blocks at all. This area would require a new closet to provide any kind of upgrade in service. Wing on the 2nd floor, and this is a closet we have redone not too long ago. It has a lot of existing 25 pair left over from the 1A2 days, and we had to make some space in here to terminate some more cables. So we re-terminated everything on 110 blocks, and as you can see by looking at it, we filled up that wall. We have some voice electronics mounted up high. Continuing on here, you're looking up above here where Art's thick coax is coiled up with his transceiver taps on it. Again, pretty difficult to get up there and work on this stuff. Actually, the only place in this closet where we could really locate those loops. Another issue here in T-Wing as well as BB and other areas is the asbestos issue. Even when we want to re-pull cable into this area, it does take asbestos abatement.
You can see all the acres.
Yeah, I think this is
Currently, we're in the tunnel system now. We're at WT2, which is down underneath, not so fast lights, down underneath atmospheric sciences. And what you're looking at is the mess we have in our allotted cable tray system. You're looking at US West splice cases, US West cable. Now we're coming up to the main junction here at WT2. At some of Art's fiber. This is heading for ATG, the main router center. It's not bad up here. It's connected on a small piece of tray. Over here in the corner, you can see how we finagle it up between the 13,800 volt lines or whatever they are, up to that next level. When we get up there, we'll give you a shot of that cable tray and show you how full that is right now. And what you're looking at is our cable tray, and this is all of Art's fiber, which is heading into ATG, to one of his main router centers. And as you can tell, we're 200, 300% over capacity right here. Not a lot we can do about it. Maybe add a bigger tray or something, I'm not sure. We're terribly close to the high voltage power here. We're always required to cut out some additional grading to get this cable up. This is going to be a problem throughout the rest of campus at different junctions as we try to get more cable, especially single mode fiber, into these buildings.
I think the last time I was down here, you know, there was about half of this.
Sure. Okay, now we're a little bit upstream from our last shot. This is still heading towards the main router center here at ATG. Coming through a block wall or a cable tray. As you can see, it's packed to the max. Not sure what we're going to be able to do here, but in reality, this whole tray, as you can see, even up to here is full right up to the top. We may have one more shot as we head down towards the router center. Okay, now we're just about 30 feet up from where we were. As you can see, these fiber cables have to transition from this low cable tray and have to make their way back up behind the power trays to get to the conduits that go up into the router center. As you can tell, we only have about 1.5 to 2 inches behind these power trays, and we're pretty much have them packed in there. Well, I'd hate to see a power cable go.